Today's Toy Spot, we are having a look at the NECA Dynamic Figure Stands. Finally, a way to display your figures in a little bit more of a dynamic pose as opposed to just simply having them standing straight up on your shelf. You appear to get two different types of bases, one of which being a flat base that will sit on your shelf, the other one being one that can mount via suction cups to a wall surface. You also get a regular stand, it looks like a stand neck, and an adjustable neck clip there as well. On the back of the package shows you exactly how those things can come together. A ratcheted arm extends and retracts, suction cups where you can adhere once again to a shelf, and then a desk stand where you can just have the figure standing as you would normally have them on a shelf or desk, but you can have them a little bit more dynamic. Contents include desktop stand, suction cup stand, adjustable support arm, and arm extender. Also indicates down below there's some assembly required, and below that is NECA's website, www.necaonline.com, if you'd like to see all the properties that they're making toys and collectibles for. Not quite a figure review, but Spot's going to take a break and get this opened up. When we come back, we're getting a better look at the NECA Dynamic Figure Stands. There's more heading your way, guys. Don't go anywhere. So the contents to be included with the dynamic figure stand, you get yourself the main base stand. That's going to be, it has no suction cups, it has nothing on the underside of it. It's solely for displaying on a flat surface, like a bookshelf, a desk, anywhere that you display your figures in. Then there is a similar concept to it, much smaller idea. As you can see, it's quite considerably smaller, but this one has the suction cups where you can adhere it to the wall. Both the display stand, the flatter stand, and the wall-mounted stand have the exact same connector points that uses and shares the same adjustable neck. This neck has an adjustable, in this case, a ratcheted neck, so it holds the place where the neck has been adjusted to. And in some cases, it's actually a little more difficult to get it lower because it is locking itself into place. Then you have an adjustable section right here, a knuckle area of the adjustable neck, and then you have this piece right here that just connects into place. At the very end of that, you have a waist clip that can open and close. And it's very tight, I actually find, this waist clip. I guess that would be a good thing for securing and holding the figures properly so they're not going to fall out, or this is going to get loose. I'm a little apprehensive, mind you, the fact that everything, as you can see, is clear. I don't know the resiliency to it, but it seems like it's a secure enough plastic for the time being. I also noted as well, when you take it off, the little connector point here is actually hexagonal rather than circular. So when you put it in, it does not rotate. It locks itself into place, which is also a good thing too, because when you have the figure in a certain pose, you don't have to worry about that the neck is going to start spinning because there's nothing really catching it. NECA really thought of everything by making this hexagonal. Again, because you can lock it into place, it's not going to go anywhere. So we're going to try the main base first. There's a larger rectangle and there's a smaller square. You just line those two up. Plug that into place, and you're good to go. Now, Spot was trying to find something. I actually just reviewed the Harley Quinn from Arkham City. So we can actually just, I'm going to bend the leg slightly. There we go. And we can bend that. And we'll just bend the arm like this. There we go. And then we can go ahead and just bring the waist clip out, open this up. Yeah, it's very tight, I have to admit. But at least it's going to hold the figure. It's not going to go anywhere. And then we just can adjust it accordingly depending on how we want it. And bingo bango, you've got yourself a displayed figure. Spot's not the most expert at posing, but you can certainly get a couple of variations going on here as well. You can also bring this out like that, and we can also tip it on its side if you want to, again, increase the level of dynamicness. I know that's not a word, but the way that the figure is displayed. I actually kind of like that. I think that's neat. Got Harley Quinn kind of leaping in the air. The same similar look can be also accomplished by just pulling that out. And we're going to take this off, and we're going to clip this into place. Now, I actually don't have this on a shelf or a wall that I can showcase for you, but you'll kind of see what I'm talking about nonetheless. Snap that into place, and then we can go ahead and take the neck portion of it, slide that on there, and ideally so you can have that pegged onto your wall. I always get a little iffy when it comes to suction cups, providing that they've got a secure enough suction to the wall and there's no air really getting in there. They should stay well. I mean, I can't see it falling off. I always worry myself that one of these days I walk into a room and a figure has fallen off because the suction cups have given way. But having tried this, I did actually try this on my wall, and it seemed to hold fine. I wasn't overly worried. It did seem to hold it successfully enough. I don't know about, again, long term. Long term, of course, if it gets dry, or I guess you really have to worry about humidity in the room, where if the suction cups start giving way, yeah, the figure could potentially fall. But trying this out on my own wall, I seem to have no issues so far. And we'll just bring this out once again. So good points to the stands. We'll just put, well, you know what, we'll keep Harley Quinn in for the rest of this review. I have to admit the figure is kind of growing on me. I know initially I was a little iffy on the skin tone and everything else like that. But I feel like the figure has grown on me a little bit. Let's get her to hopefully stand. It's somewhat ironic that I'm trying to get the figure to stand and I've got a stand right next to it. As a whole though, stay. There we go. As a whole, I do like the stands. I mean, there's still room for improvement. I'd like to actually see NECA just release a series of just display stands. There we go. Just a display stand with a couple of smaller necks for displaying the figure. This very long neck comes in handy for displaying the figures, again, if you want to have them jumping, leaping, and stuff like that. But even like smaller stands where it's just like a clip that holds the figure, I would be certainly game for as well. I do like the interchangeability as well of switching these from the larger stand to the smaller stand and back again. The clip itself seems to hold pretty good in there once you get it into place. Sometimes it does pop out, but I guess my only real concern is it being that it's clear plastic. Clear plastic I'm still a little iffy on, you know, years down the road, how well clear plastic will hold up. But so far, good job by NECA by releasing these. It gives collectors something above and beyond just displaying the figure like this on a shelf. Kind of boring. Well, I guess unless you're a good poser. Kind of boring though, just having the figure standing like this. This gives you a little extra oomph for displaying them. Today's collectible spot, or today's toy spot, we were having a look at the NECA toys. This was the dynamic figure stand. You actually got two of these. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more toy spots heading your way. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.